The dream that came true in reverse. On a causal connection. A woman dreamed one summer night that her brother died. She woke, she wept, she told her husband. Her husband said, "It was a dream, your brother is well, you will hear from him next week." She did not believe her husband. She wrote to her brother that morning in the next country asking him if he was well. She posted the letter. 2 days later, a letter arrived from her brother's town. It was from her brother's wife. The letter said, "Your brother has died. He died on Tuesday. The funeral will be Saturday. I am sorry to send this in writing." There was no faster way. The woman sat with the letter. Her brother had died on Tuesday. She had dreamed of his death on Wednesday. The dream had been after his death. The letter had been written before her dream on Tuesday evening and had been traveling for 2 days toward her while she had been dreaming. She was at first satisfied that this made sense, but she sat with the timing a little longer. She realized that the dream had come to her on Wednesday morning. The dream had been very vivid. She had seen her brother in a particular room she had never visited. He had been wearing a particular shirt she had never seen. She had seen, in the dream, a small clock on a wall behind him. The clock had said 3 o'clock. She wrote to her sister-in-law and asked. The sister-in-law wrote back a week later. Yes, her brother had died in that particular room. He had been wearing that particular shirt. The clock on the wall had indeed said 3 o'clock, 3 in the afternoon on Tuesday, in his country, which was a different time zone from hers. The woman calculated. 3 in the afternoon on Tuesday in his country was 4 hours ahead of her country. He had died at 3. She had been in her own time, 11 in the morning on Tuesday. She had dreamed of his death on Wednesday morning, 20 hours later. The dream had been after the death. But the dream had also been in some way of the death, of the specific room, the specific shirt, the specific clock. She had not been informed by ordinary means. There had been no telegram. The letter had not yet arrived. The dream had simply known. The dream had been 20 hours late, but the dream had been there. She brought the question to her old schoolmaster who had been wise and who lived in retirement in the next valley. The schoolmaster was very old. She told him the story. He listened. He did not, when she finished, immediately respond. He sat for a while with his eyes closed. Then he said, "Time is not what you think it is." "What is it?" "It is not a line. It is not an arrow. You have been told it is a line that runs from past to future, with the present moving along it. This is a useful approximation for many things. It is not in the deepest sense accurate. Time is more like a pool. Things in the pool can ripple in any direction. A death is a large ripple. The ripple of your brother's death reached you in your sleep 20 hours after the event. It did not reach you instantly. It did not reach you backward. It reached you when it reached you. It reached you in the form your mind could receive it, a dream. The dream was the ripple finally arriving in you. Then it was not magic. It was not magic. It was also not coincidence. It was the way the world is, mostly hidden, occasionally visible. We arrive together, the dead and the dreaming, when the conditions allow. The conditions are not random. The conditions are also not exactly caused. They are conditions. They are the world being what the world is. The woman sat with this for a long time. "What do I do with this?" she said at last. "Nothing," said the schoolmaster. "You do not do anything with it. It is not for doing. It is for knowing. You know now that the world is not what you were told it was. You will be a different person after this in small ways. You will pay attention to your dreams. You will pay attention to small coincidences. You will not every time find a meaning. Most times there will not be one, but sometimes there will be. The world will occasionally send a ripple. You will be ready to receive it. That is all. The work is the readiness." The woman went home. She paid attention to her dreams for the rest of her life. Most of them meant nothing. A few of them meant something. She did not ever again tell her husband about the dreams of the few. She had learned that the dreams were not for telling. They were for receiving. She lived another 40 years. She knew, by the end, the small list of dreams that had been ripples. She kept the list to herself. Time is not a line, it is a pool, things in it. Ripple in any direction. Some ripples reach you in dreams 20 hours after the event, or 3 years before it, or in the form of a coincidence you do not understand. You do not do anything with the ripple. You receive it. The world is occasionally sending. The work is the readiness. XVI. Tales of the Razor Edge.